first video. Just gonna be talking about random shit, real shit. Just guess maybe somebody will kind of see what I have to say and use it in their life. I guess positive, learn something motivational, help, just basic stuff. Hope helps. So I guess today I was just gonna rant about love, or I guess today's society you kind of have to separate it as unconditional love and I guess the first thing to say is, instead of thinking that love and unconditional love is different, think of it as the same thing. I think a lot of people in society now, they separate those two things, and you have, it's almost as if love is lust nowadays. A lot of people say they're in love, feel that they're in love. In reality, it's the feeling they get from someone else instead of really what you have to offer to other people. You got a bunch of shows like Love Island right now promoting, I don't even know, not good stuff that's only going to push anyone who might even be watching right now to be thinking one thing, and then they go to sleep at night and they think they have nothing figured out. I know that's something I've fallen into, thinking I know what's making me happy, what type of relationships make me happy, and then I end up just digging myself in a bigger hole, putting myself in a worse situation, and ultimately more depressed at the end of the day than if I'm kind of searching for more pure and unconditional love. So basically, I think unconditional love, and the right way to think about love in general, you gotta see it as more of what you can offer to people than what you get in return. One thing that stuck with me, my dad always would say, love is wishing and doing or willing the best of the other person, willing the best for the other person and not expecting anything in return. And I think that's a pretty good way to put it when you're trying to focus on what you can offer and ultimately what love is, and not expecting anything in return, not trying to validate your feelings with return or anything like that. When think about times you've ever been in love, or people you do love right now, like for your instance, your mom. You guys can have arguments all the time. Ultimately, doesn't matter what happens, there's always going to be, even if some crazy thing happened, I don't know what happens in some people's lives, but any type of crazy argument or disagreement, you're always going to love your mom, like even deep down, it's always going to be there. It's never going to go away. And it's how it should be with every relationship you have. Your friends, you guys get in arguments, and you love them anyway, even through their imperfections, even through things they do, and then even to push it further, in which something that is super incredibly hard, but it's something that makes you an incredibly amazing person, is to even love those who hurt you, people you might not even know, who might say some things about you, who might hurt you in any way, who maybe you have a relationship that ended up badly. Just to, no matter what they've done to you, love them anyway. Love anyone, everybody. And this is not the today's society definition of love. I'm not asking you to go making out with random people you don't know. I'm telling you to asking you to kind of show everyone kindness, love, because you don't know, like, you don't know what they're going through. You know that everyone, even myself, even you guys, everybody has done something wrong. So you treat someone else for doing something wrong. If you treat someone else badly for doing something wrong, then you're being hypocritical, and there's no better revenge, you could say, than to love the person back even after they hurt you. And I think that's something that's super hard, and a lot of people in today's society fall victim to. But also something that if you can even do just sometimes, and eventually get better and better at it, will make you so much better of a person, make you so much happier at the end of the day, with less hate in your heart. And something that I think a lot of people should try and do better at. And it all goes back to the unconditional love. To love people no matter what. And again, it's not romanticized love. It's showing no matter what they do, you look at the positive side of things and you treat them with respect anyways. Something I even have a tattoo about. Matthew chapter 5 verse 44, to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Something I try and I live by every single day. Something I think a lot of people should also try and live by every single day. And I fail sometimes, a lot. In my head, I always fall victim to that immediate reaction of wanting to think negatively, or maybe even act on it sometimes negatively towards someone who might have done something wrong to me. But at the end of the day, I always feel unsatisfied, unhappy, unfulfilled at the end of the day when I do that, compared to when I withstand that temptation and try and forgive them, basically. Try and love them unconditionally, even if they've done that thing to me, because them doing that thing to me, I've probably done to someone else before. And you don't want to be the guy who's being hypocritical and hurting those back who hurt you, because you wouldn't want that to happen to you. And it's kind of just keeping that kind of perspective on everything, on things, to better yourself as a human, and ultimately becoming happier at the end of the day. I know it's extremely hard, for one, but something that I think a lot of people will be happier if they kept that in mind, being unconditional love, and not splitting that definition with normal. Love is unconditional. Don't think of, change your perspective on love. Don't think of it as romanticized. Obviously there's and it's very important to have that type of love. But they all deem under this one broad term of being unconditional. Make sure all types of love are unconditional. Doesn't matter what anyone does to you. And something a lot of society doesn't they only want what they get in return. If you can find a way to push through without any immediate return, delayed gratification, you will find yourself much, 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 much happier at the end of the day, at the end of a month, at the end of a year, at the end of a couple years, than if you just take the quick gratification, go out, spread all this conditional love to everybody, and you're going to find yourself in a deeper hole than you started off with. So, yeah, quick little rant about unconditional love and how important it is to spread it to everybody. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what, doesn't matter. You just got to keep it positive, keep it loving. Do it, every action you have, every action you do, you decide to make it with love unconditionally. It's something that improves everybody's life. And view it as a win. When you get done dirty, when you get hurt, you not responding in a negative way only lets you win. If you let the person get to your head and cause you to react in a negative way, you've lost. You go to bed at night and you feel the regret, you feel the shame, you feel the guilt. Even if it's just one time, if you try one time, you could fail, you could fail, you could fail, you could fail, you could fail. Get back up. Try and forgive one time. Love a person unconditionally and see how it changes your life. And eventually keep it going, turn it into a habit. Because you can do it once, you can do it again. And yeah, basically you got to keep that, and it'll help a lot of people become much happier in their lives. So yeah, quick rant for first video, unconditional love. I hope you guys can kind of take this into your life and really make it better. I know for me, this is a huge, huge learning curve that helped a lot. I can tell you, the sooner you learn this, the better you can strengthen your relationships with people. The sooner you can, I guess, feel more relaxed in your heart in a way. You let go of all the hate and you feel more content and happy and almost fruitful by the end of the day. So yeah, basically, yeah, this channel I'm basically just gonna be talking about real shit like this. Uh, just helping anyone who might need some type of advice, because I know I look up to a lot of people pretty much doing the same thing as I am. Inspired me to do this, to guess put out what my own experiences, to go and help people who might not say it but need this type of advice, and to push their lives and become better humans overall, become more loving, become more happy. And yeah, so I'll be making a good amount of videos per week, trying to just spread more experiences, more uh, topics to talk about life, real stuff, real things that happen. Not faking anything, no cuts. I'm literally just driving. I really like driving, listening to music in the car, talking. I never really get to express myself in this type of way, so I feel like it'd be a good way to say what I'm thinking, and also maybe even help some people in the process of doing it. So see you guys next one.